And we're live.
Oh. Hi.
Obligatory wave.
Oh, hi.
File, new, audio file. There we go.
I'm dead.
Where is it?
Oh,
It's-
well,
No!
I wouldn't say dead. I would just say lifeless.
bloodless.
Oh my god. She's gonna break Clara.
Should have totally lied about that roll.
Oh.
Oh, it's so much better if you don't.
No, absolutely.
Do you guys listen to Comedy Bang Bang or know who Paul F. Tompkins is?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
Look at this beer can. Does this not look like Paul F. Tompkins?
As the most interesting man in like 10 years from now.
Yeah, right? It's supposed to be Mark Twain.
Oh.
I call this
Oh, because he has the pipe.
yeah, but I call
Okay.
this the PFT brew.
Nice.
In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click. Thanks for coming back for another exciting
early.
episode.
But
What?
I just got
Death.
real excited and clicked on like one. I
click
was like,
the
yes.
X.
Oh,
right,
are we
stop.
stopping?
Delete.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
That was gonna.
I want to
yeah.
say that was seamless on my end.
It was not seamless on my
Hey, have you all heard of Craig?
No.
There's this Discord recording thing that auto aligns your recordings.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
we'll
that-
come back to that. Maybe we'll do it.
We don't need that.
Well, now we're all just
Yeah.
thrown
Yeah.
off.
We've got a cool ass
That's real
editor.
bougie.
Good, thanks, Craig. Jeez.
3, 2,
We
1.
started at 6.
What?
You didn't start at 6.
Okay, sorry. I've had 7 sips of beer. Give me a break.
So start
So
at
more
7.
than 6.
6,
There
5,
we go.
4,
It feels
3,
natural. Normal.
2,
Love it.
1. Click. We're not starting over.
Done.
I don't care
Okay.
what happens.
Clicked it.
I got it that time.
Ow.
There we go.
Rob is like sitting here watching us. That does fucking nothing.
Oh.
Look,
It does-
our recording method is solid.
Oh,
It's like the pull-out
Yeah.
method. We're good.
It's solid as the rock of Mormo.
No.
What is your beer called Royal Blood? Are you drinking blood
Royal-
right now, V?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes,
I
it is.
knew
It's
it.
called Royal
Oh.
Blood.
Oh, boy.
It's a premium blood orange. So
Did you see
Oh.
the smile that grew on V's face when I told her I rolled a 1?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love watching Beat's face while we record because she gives all these little looks like mischievous smiles and
well, it's exciting to
You know.
GM a game like this because good or bad, it's still going to be fun for me. So, I'm like, all right,
a
cool,
win-win.
cool then. I play a win-win style of GMing, and it's really what gives me my heart. Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Cthulhu and Friends. I am your game master, Veronica, and
Hi,
I'm not
I'm
alone.
Mike Lane. I'm play
Mike.
Todd B. And I'm first. So
I'm
there. I'm
Stacy.
happy to be here. It's
And,
great.
and I'm talking over top of
And
Todd while my editor watches me do it. And I am playing Bellamy. Sorry, Rob.
anyone else?
and I'm Steph.
it's
And I
I,
play Clara.
I love that we do this because it's so unnecessary.
Wait,
We've already had our intro.
Wait, why did you start talking? You didn't even let me go. Like, am I
saying-
off the show now?
You're dead to
I
me!
mean, effectively.
Please note the sad face that we're getting from our editor right now. Mr. Rob is just very not happy with us.
And I'm
perhaps we
Fred.
should-
I think I'm Edward still. I don't know.
He's playing Edward's body for sure.
I'll have to see.
So, Mike, I mean, I know what happened, but tell me your version of what happened last time in Cthulhu and Friends.
So last time on Cthulhu and Friends, bad choices were made. People wandered into caves that had all the red flags of like, you should not be here, but they were ignored. And then our beloved Edward went outside, got a light source, and then wandered back in after things got really dark and scary.
So what you're saying is we had the chance to escape.
Yeah, and then
he should get some kind of bonus for following his drive, though.
so to the surprise of everyone,
I'll
Do
give
dead
Edward a
bodies
bonus
get
to his
bonuses?
dead body. Oh, sure.
he's a
You
plus
have
one
an
dead
ounce
body.
of blood instead of a 0.1 ounce.
Yeah.
Thanks. An
I'm
avocado.
And then like Bellamy busted out of a shallow grave, and Clara and
It wasn't
I
shallow.
Well, yeah, okay,
Those
I'm
4
sorry.
freaking feet, bro.
I mean, she
At
busted
least
out of it
4.
like it was shallow, so that was my frame of reference.
Yeah.
And then Clara and Todd are looking down on Edward's broken body and some ghoulish green people around. It's crazy.
Clara and Todd, you walk to the edge of the cliff. Now, I will not say that you've run to the edge of the cliff, because that would be ridiculous. What person in their right mind would run into a dangerous situation like that? You walk very carefully to the edge of the cliff, and you look down on the beach, and you see Edward, his body seemingly lifeless, his skin sort of this purple looking color, especially around his head. It's almost as though his entire head is one giant bruise. And you see these creatures around him, and they look like they're crawling up to investigate the body.
I will shout down the cliff, "Hey! Get the hell away from him!"
You see as the 7 to 9 creatures wrench their heads around. Now their shoulders make no movement at all, but their necks turn at this, I would say, a good 130 degrees, and look right up at you. Fangs dripping with some sort of something. Their faces don't look like faces. There are no eyes. You just see a mass of kind of wormy looking tentacles. You can't make out much because you're 7 to 8 stories above them.
I am going to cry out and then turn and start sprinting back the way we came so that I can go around the path Edward took to get to his body.
Todd, you look around you and you see no one. But you hear this cry.
As someone drives by.
I hate my neighborhood. You hear this cry from Clara right next to you, and it just sort of startles you because you thought maybe she was behind you. But as you turn around, you don't see her. And she is nowhere to be found. Clara, it takes you almost no time to get down the stairs and back to the edge of this cliff. The water is now choppier, and you are certainly not as skilled at swimming as Edward, but you can certainly try to go if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to keep just pushing forward as quickly as I can.
Without a thought for your own personal safety, you plunge into the water. Todd, you are looking around, seeing nothing, yelling out like for Clara. Where could she have possibly gone? And then you see below you as these creatures scatter. And it looks like something is coming around the bend. Clara, you are there and faced with 8 of these creatures. They seem to be on the defense right now.
So how far am I from Edward's body, and how far away am I from the creatures?
I would say you're about 100 feet from Edward's body and maybe 50 or so feet away from the nearest 2 creatures.
Okay, and they're in between me and Edward.
At least 2 of them are.
Okay. I am going to pull out the gun, and as I'm still walking towards them, I'm going to try to shoot at those 2.
The creatures sniff into the air, and you can see them as they lift up their tentacles. And you hear this sound, and the only thing that you can describe is that they are trying to use this mass of tentacles on their face to feel out where you are. It's almost like they're blind without being able to have eyes to see you. But they don't seem to pick up on where you are. And you walk forward very confidently, and you lay the gun against one of the creature's massive tentacles, and you fire. And the creature screams out and then dies on the spot. Todd, you see this creature as blood just sprays out of one side of its head, but there is nothing around it. And then it happens again and again and again. Six times this happens, and then the other creatures flee back into the cave. Clara, you are click, 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 but nothing else is happening.
I will rush back to the spot on the beach.
Okay.
I've got sirens in the background. Hold
Okay.
on.
That's the creatures wailing as they retreat into the cave.
That's a great mental image. Okay, we're good. So to clarify, I shot 6 of them, and the other 2 fled.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all gone now.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to race over to Edward.
Okay.
And as I'm going to feel for a pulse as I'm saying, Edward, wake up. Edward, are you okay?
You do not feel a pulse.
I will start CPR, which Edward had taught me way back when we first met.
I'll allow it.
Let me save him.
Todd, you get to the cliff face and you wade very carefully through the waves, trying to make sure that you don't go too far out into the water, and really just using the cliff as sort of the a stabilizer to keep yourself upright. When you make it to Clara, you see that she is exhausted, having put so much force into trying to resuscitate Edward.
Is he showing any signs of recovering?
Edward. You open your eyes and you are in this gray matter. And you feel pain all through yourself. Just the act of looking hurts. But you hear Clara very clearly as she is sobbing and just whispering your name. And you feel the very steady compressions on your chest. High or low?
Always high.
You feel too tired. But then you don't want to give up. There's so much that you want to do and so much that you want to say. And as you try to open your eyes, you just can't seem to catch your breath, and everything around you just feels like it would be so much easier if you just sunk into this gray matter. Todd,
Yep.
what would you like to do, if anything?
I would like to assist Clara because obviously she is very tired.
Okay. You take over compressions?
All right, Clara, I'll do the pushing, you do the breathing, okay? Just catch your breath. I'll do what you were doing.
Just keep going. If you just keep doing it, maybe we can bring him back.
Yep, okay, all right. 1, 2, 3.
Edward.
Edward, you have 1 success. You have 2 more tries. You must have 2 successful in order to come back. High or low?
Always high.
As you determine that you are going to deal with whatever pain there is to be with your friends again, you make a choice to forget one thing from the most recent memories of the week. You may choose to forget Mormo. You may choose to forget your father. You may choose to forget that there is nothing outside of St. Paxton. Which of those things do you lose?
I'm gonna choose to forget about everything outside of St. Paxton.
Okay. You remember being on the telephone, talking to Clara, and she was doing so well at her new job, and she just wanted to talk to someone about it. She had picked up the phone, called you, and in no time, your conversation that was probably only supposed to be 10, 15 minutes at most, you look around and you see that you've been talking for 7 hours straight, just keeping up with your very best friend. And you remember this feeling of just contentedness, of being happy in a life that wasn't school, but that also wasn't the life that you really even wanted to be living, but just being happy that you could still connect with Clara like this. And you laid back on your couch, and your body was tired from a full day of performing physical therapy. And you just took the moment in for being good and how good it is to feel alive, even though you're away from your friends, away from everything you know. It's just good to be alive. And it's good to have very special people. In the next instant, you feel Clara's mouth as it lifts away from you. And you take a very shallow breath. Todd, you feel movement from Edward.
I stop doing compressions and observe. Observe. Jeez. I stop doing compressions and observe.
Edward? Edward, come back. Come back.
Bellamy.
Oh, what?
Bellamy can't come to the microphone right now.
Okay, let's continue here.
Bellamy, you have dug a good 3 feet deep. And then you hear this familiar jingle. And you turn around and you see little Clem has come to join you. And she begins digging where you're digging. She's able to do that really, really quickly. And you see this dark, curly hair. And you wipe away the dirt from the face. And you lift up this person's head, but it cannot be because it's you. And even Clem looks up at you and cocks her head to one side. And you start reeling backward. And you see these eyes that are definitely yours open up, but there's nothing but this gray, slimy creature where the eyes should be. And it begins searching for you with its hands, and its hands begin to secrete this slimy, clear substance, and it rolls down the wrist, and you feel it coming closer to you.
Am I able to get out of the grave?
You can try anything.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So I would like to try to scramble out of the grave. And also, well, first I will lift Clem out, and then I will try to scramble out of the grave.
Way to be a not Jon Snow there. I appreciate that.
Wow, spoilers.
I'm going to give you a good dog bonus for that, and I will give you whatever you roll, it will be a 2 to climb out.
It's probably going to have to be athletics again, unfortunately. Or fleeing, I guess. I could try fleeing. Does that work as well?
Sure.
Okay. Fleeing it is.
You putting any points in it?
I don't have any.
Okay.
So I rolled a 2.
Great. You are able to kind of throw your feet into the sides of this grave and lift yourself out. And you look into this grave and you watch as this creature presses itself up against the wall that you have made, and it just turns into a lot of tiny little creatures, and it starts crawling up the side of this little grave.
I start to push the dirt back in to the grave, trying to fill it back up, and I'm like, Clem, help me. We've got to bury them, come on.
Clem turns around and starts burying and like throwing as much dirt as she can into the grave. You quickly exhaust yourself, and you're very, very dirty. And then you see someone familiar in the distance. And they wave a hand, and they start running toward you. And they hand you a bottle of cool water. Do you drink it?
Can I see who it is?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
Do you drink the water? Take care of one need first.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna say no. No, I don't, because after what I just saw in the grave, seeing myself, regardless of that it wasn't me, I don't trust anything right now except for Clem.
Okay. Well, what happened to you?
Nighthawk?
Yeah?
How did you know where I was?
I didn't. I was just walking down the road, and then I saw you. Did you want my water?
No,
Bellamy, you look real bad.
Yeah, prove to me that you're Nighthawk.
Got it. And Nighthawk sprints to one, like, undescript area and then sprints back. There you go.
That's not gonna do it, Nighthawk. It has to be something only you would know. And let me express how very important this is right now. Who is your mom?
Oh, that's a good question. Because I'm not quite sure yet. But I'll find out.
Where's the last place you looked for her?
Well, I guess it would have been in town. That's where I was coming from. Before that, I'd gone through the woods. I went into that tunnel. I had gone to the library and I found a lot of interesting information there. I know. You ready?
I stare at her.
I'm in a band. Would you like to assess honesty?
Yes. I will assess honesty. Let me see. I think I have 2 points left in it, so I will use 1.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
You need to roll a 3 or higher.
With the 1 that I put the point into, or I forget how this works. I'm sorry.
So 3 or higher, that's
Mhm.
just what it is. You now have a 1 regardless, or so you have a 2 regardless, right? So
Oh,
you're
okay.
at least going to roll a 1.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. You are very sure that this person might be Nighthawk.
This is not an answer. I look down at Clem. What is she doing? Just like, if I look down at her, is she acting oddly at all around Nighthawk?
She doesn't seem to be acting oddly around Nighthawk at all.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here. We have to get very, very far away from here right now. And I start looking at the ground around my feet for the little bugs and walking backwards away from it.
Real quick though, you are like covered in blood. Would I interest you in a trip to the hospital?
Nope, no, I'm fine. I don't need the hospital. And I'm like, you know how if you feel there's bugs on you, you slap your arms and like you're slapping your body. So I'm doing that as I'm walking backwards and I'm still looking for bugs. Nighthawk, we just have to get out of here. We have to get out of here right now. I've got to find Clara and Todd and Edward now.
Oh, see? Okay, well, follow me and I'll explain on the way.
I follow.
Clara.
Is Edward breathing?
He is. Very shallowly.
I'm going to put one hand on the side of his face and just kind of get close to him and just kind of whisper and just be like, Edward, come back. Come back. Edward? Can you hear me?
I have to ask one question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
My decision to forget everything outside of St. Paxton, does that make my memories of us going through college, living together.
Let me specify. You have knowledge that things outside of St. Paxton have been an illusion to you. And so this illusion was broken for you because you knew that like something about Darius was weird or different, but the lives that you were living were not real. And so you were really grappling with, was your existence a fact, or was this all fiction, and is what you're living fiction? So now you have very solid memories of everything being outside of St. Paxton. You can remember driving through small towns as though those things are very real. Your memories are restored to that, like your friends.
But I have an understanding that although I have those memories, they might not be real in some sense. Like I've learned something, like something's been shattered for me.
Not anymore. You are in complete denial that that truth was ever revealed to you.
Ah, got it. Okay. Without opening my eyes, I take another shallow breath. Clara?
Yeah. You're alive?
I think so.
I thought I lost you.
Clara?
Yeah.
The next time, I want to split the party.
Oh my god.
Make sure that you talk me out of it.
Okay. Yeah, let's not split up again. I can't lose you.
Todd. Sorry. Please continue.
I pull out a small bag of popcorn.
Preparedness.
Oh my god, yes.
I don't know if I can explain what just happened, but all I know is I don't want to lose you, and there are a lot of things that I want to say right now, and
Unfortunately, he can't,
Oh my god.
as he is exhausted all of his energy and just sort of collapses against you.
Can I roll first aid?
Sure.
I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm just gonna kind of cradle his head too as Todd is assisting with first aid.
And that's a 1.
Oh my god.
So not very helpful.
Damn it, Todd.
Boo.
Oh, what? I thought it was fun
Everyone else
regardless.
rolled one. It'll be fine.
Hey, looks good to me, Clara.
Let me just bandage up his hands here.
Like he's been sleeping.
What's this lighter about? You don't really have any of the necessary equipment to help him. You actually think to yourself, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't restock my supplies when we went back to the house. Ah, no. But you do see 2 joggers that are on the beach, so that's helpful.
Hang on a second. My dog is laying against my door.
Doug. Actually, we really enjoy dogs here at Cthulhu and Friends. I don't think we've ever killed one once.
Nope.
Boy, what an intense episode so far.
Oh my god.
Whew. You know, I was all primed to let anything and everything happen between Clara and Edward, but now I'm like, what can I throw at them? Joggers? That sounds good.
Oh my god, it would be hilarious if it was Sam, the groundskeeper guy.
Now it is. I was going a totally different direction with the story, but guess what?
Well, holy cow! Like, how do they not hear the gunshots? Which is maybe why they're there.
Are we kind of in a? I sort of envision it as like a cove.
Yes, you're in a cove.
Okay, but the joggers are more on the beach
It's in
side.
the
Yeah.
Cove.
Okay, just for
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
mental image.
Hey, you guys! Hey, over here, we need help!
You see some guys waving at you, and they start running in very beach lifeguardy fashion. And one of them, in his red shorts, throws down this medical kit and starts taking care of Edward. But Sam sets his hand on the shoulder of Clara. My God, are you all right?
I don't know. Is Edward okay?
Well, Jim here is the best lifeguard that we've had on St. Paxton in a long time, so I'm sure he'll be fine. You I'm worried about. Here.
Oh,
And he hands you a drink.
I'm
Water.
like a mimosa, or
Is
what
it
is he?
pink?
What is he jogging with? I'm fine. I'll be fine.
I thought I heard gunfire, and I grabbed Jim because I thought, well, surely someone's in trouble. Sure enough, here you were. He cups your face in his hands. Are you okay?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
she's fine.
I'll be fine. I just need Edward to be okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad I was here to help. I guess we're gonna take him around the other side and get him into the hospital.
I'm going with him.
Okay. Yeah.
We're not splitting up.
My 4-wheeler's just over here.
Oh, you have a 4-wheeler.
Todd loves those. Sorry.
The lifeguard radios for help, and very soon there is a whole team of medical professionals. One of them comes out in these kind of light purple scrubs, and she has this really severe short hair, and she really begins attending to Edward's wounds.
I'm right there by his side while she's doing this.
My name is Dr. Mason. I'll be taking care of your friend.
Mason, are you related to Beatrice?
Sister.
Oh, I'm Clara.
Mayor. Pro Tem.
Yeah.
Please get out of the way.
Oh, sorry. I'll take like one step back.
And she loads Edward onto this like really weird quad type thing that has a trailer, and it starts giving directions to get off of the beach.
Oh, I need to go with him.
Yeah, great. Hop on, hop off.
I hop on.
See you later, Todd.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room. Just say you want to get on the goddamn trailer.
What are you talking about? I've moved over to Sam.
Ah,
So, you take this thing off of any sweet jumps?
No care for Edward whatsoever.
What?
Sees a four-wheeler. Not lying here bloody and unconscious.
He's got to take this opportunity to tell his story about taking it off a sweet jump to save some people, but leave out the part where he basically broke himself in the freaking process.
Bellamy's not there.
Look here, bud.
So Todd and Sam hop onto Sam's four-wheeler, and Todd is shouting the details of his foray into sweet quad jumps, leaving out details of his injuries. It doesn't take long before you are all at the hospital. And Miss Mason, excuse me, Dr. Mason, has you sign some consent forms, and soon Edward is taken into the basement for surgery.
That sounded ominous.
All surgery is ominous. It is known. Bellamy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the thing is that, most of the time when your friends are your friends and you can trust them, you know what I mean? That's what I've always said. Anyways, here we are.
Where are we?
We're at the hospital. Remember I told you? Bellamy.
And he walks through the gate of the hospital. Beautiful grounds.
She.
And she walks through the gates of the hospital. Beautiful grounds. Come on!
And what did she tell me on the way over here?
You don't quite remember.
Great. I look around. Is Clem still with me?
She is. She is trotting right alongside you. Even stops and drinks out of a puddle.
Okay.
Nighthawk runs ahead of you in the glass door and talks to the staff at the counter.
I think. So I am still standing outside of the hospital and I'm looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check on this, but I want to use my sense trouble.
That's a very good call.
Yeah, I want to use my sense trouble. Players never know the difficulty numbers for sense trouble before spending how many points to. Okay. Okay, so do you just want me to roll?
Please.
Fun. I rolled a 3.
Great. You see some people walking around in these white scrubs. And people seem to be eyeing you in a weird way. Like, what? What? You're no one special. I mean, you are covered in blood and extremely gross right now. And you hear the gate that you walked through creak closed. And you see as about 6 large people sort of very gently, but definitely conspicuously begin to corral themselves around you. And you watch as Clem turns her back and, sort of like back to back with you, as though you take that side, I'll take this side.
I I see this happening and just can't understand how the hell I've gotten here. I turn around and I will pick Clem up in one hand, and once I have her held against me, I would like to try to summon up the same thing I summoned in the grave with the water and, like, I guess push these people away, because I don't think going up in the air or anything is going to be any good. So this is going to look real dumb if it doesn't work, but this is what I'm doing. And no idea. I'm just going to close my eyes and think with everything inside me and hope that this does a thing.
Bellamy, 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 Bellamy.
I just want to save Clem.
You're going to have to give me 1 second because I did not expect you to.
Try something utterly ridiculous. She's not a fighter. She doesn't really have. She's literally nothing.
I'm going to skip you. Edward. You sort of come into consciousness as you are seeing the lights above you, just like one after another. Shoom, 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 shoom. And you see this woman who has her face covered with a mask, and she pulls it down and she smiles. Mr. Worthington, you are going to be just fine. Okay?
I give her a a weak nod.
You are conscious as they take you into the basement, and this person leaves your side, and you can watch through the window as you see her kind of washing her arms and hands very vigorously. The rest of the nursing staff and the surgical staff, they do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, and you feel your body move from one table to the next. It's pretty cold in here, and you see a man place something over your mouth. He says, I am gonna get you to sleep in no time. What I want you to do is I want you to count backwards from 10 for me, okay? Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go together. Ready? 10, 9,
9, 8, 7, 6.
Todd. You arrive with Sam in the waiting room of the hospital. And Clara is kind of pacing back and forth.
Clara, hey,
Yeah.
he's gonna be fine. He's in good hands.
Okay. Yeah, if you say so. Okay.
Why don't you relax or go get... I know.
I just shot like a bunch of monsters and had to revive Edward from the dead, so
Oh,
I'm not relaxed right now.
quick question, V. The monsters that Clara shot, did anyone notice them?
No, in fact, they did not.
Did
And-
Todd see them?
By the time you actually get to Clara, those are gone.
Okay. Clara, I saw something from up there, but something is weird. I don't think we should be talking about it here.
Sorry, you're right. I'm just I'm
know.
just
I know.
stressed right now. You're
I
right.
put my hands on her shoulder. You're fine. I'm here. We've got Edward. The one that we should be
Thank you.
worrying about is Bellamy.
We still don't know where she is.
I'm afraid if she was in that cave...
Oh. I don't know how to help her.
Well, we'll figure it out, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all, I might just need a couple of minutes to deal with Bellamy real quick.
Well, we've had like 2 episodes, so, you know.
So I totally wanted to have either like the Jim, the medical guy, or Todd like giving me mouth to mouth, and then like I snap to and I like put my hands around their face and start making out with them because I think it's Clara. I was just waiting. I was like, please, please. If you didn't roll that one in first aid and you started giving me mouth to mouth, it was gonna be on like Donkey Kong, Todd.
Oh, that would have been great.
Clara, I've been waiting for Todd. God damn it!
Classic Todd.
It's a classic Todd.
Todd's
I
like,
don't know.
Edward, me too. Me too.
Pop a peppermint in my mouth.
That would have been hilarious if you popped a peppermint into your mouth and then
my
started
God.
giving me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Can we go back and fix that?
Oh
'Cause
God, I
that
want to
would've
go
been
back and do so many things.
awesome.
I feel like I'm gonna be so broken. I have so
You-
many questions.
We still don't know where the hell Bellamy is.
I feel so bad, but Clara's like got this one track mind at this moment, and it's like she has to save Edward, and nothing else is happening in her head. So sorry, Bellamy.
Oh, you know, that's cool.
You know
There
I love
was-
you, right?
There was this like brief moment where she like dug herself up and I'm like, oh fuck. she's a ghost. Like,
Cool.
But when you saw yourself, I was like, oh shit. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
we just got
I was
Sixth Sense.
Who's the real Bellamy?
Well,
Real
And then it
Bellamy's
opened with
gone.
gray eyes, and I was like, meh, clearly not you.
yeah.
I mean, opinion versus fact, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll go with it. Seems good.
Do we take any after this, or is it
Yeah.
like every episode?
Yeah. Yep.
And then weren't we gonna do something called Cthulhu After Dark? Is that something different?
I think
that's
Cthulhu.
taken
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it? Or is
don't
Cthulhu
know,
After
what
Dark
was
was
that?
like just the side
Like
quest
the
series?
sexy chat afterwards.
Oh.
It's
Wow.
just Edward and Clara being very awkward at each other.
And me eating popcorn.
Yes.
Okay, Bellamy.
What up?
Roll a die 6 for me.
Uh-oh. Move everything out of the way. Nothing's gonna fuck this roll up. 5.
Perfect.
E.
You summon all of this strength within you, and even Clem looks over her shoulder at you, and for a second you don't see canine eyes. You see a very human stare coming from Clem. And it's almost like it gives you this extra little oomph to know that you're not just the only thing in this island that is weird or different or not what it seems to be. And you pull this water from this nearby fountain and you blast it out in all these different directions. And all of these really big people that are coming after you, you're pushed to the ground, covered in water. You take... How many hit points do you have?
Uh-oh. I have taken no damage, so I have all the hit points.
Wait, we have hit points?
We do
I
5
was just looking
health.
at mine. I
We
don't know
have
where that
5 health.
Mhm.
Does that sound
Oh,
right?
health. Okay.
You have 5 health. What'd you roll?
A 5.
Uh-huh. You feel powerful as you have blasted out all of these really strong people. But then you unwillingly drop Clem to the ground and you crumple into the center of this garden as your health is completely depleted.
No.
You hear sneakers running out to you.
Miss Bellamy?
And you
Real
feel-
quick.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to clarify. It looks like I might have a 5 in health as a general ability. Is that the same thing?
No.
Okay, well, I don't think there's health on. We didn't pick a health on our
Hold on.
sheets.
Let me get into your investigator matrix. Jesus Christ. I swear to Jesus.
If it's on there, I completely missed it, and I apologize.
Nope, your health is 5.
Okay, so it is 5. Okay,
Be good.
we'll go back to where we were then. I'm sorry. Am I conscious enough to react at all?
Damn it. No.
I lay there
No.
silently.
You can think whatever you want to think.
Okay, well, in my head, regardless of the fact that I'm starting to pass out, I have decided this is not Nighthawk, and all I want to do is get away. And so I'm like, no, and then also run, Clem.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting choice you've made. God damn it. I mean, are you sure? I'm normally the one that tells people to run. I'll be back for you. And you hear Clem's cute little jingle jangle as her dog tags clank up against the metal rings of her collar. And she scurries out of the courtyard of Arkham Asylum.
Nighthawk, you asshole.
To be fair, you were crazy.
No, man, I was fine. I was covered in blood, and I was stomping out the bad things and getting the bugs off me. I was fine.
You were real good. You're real good for this particular institution, yes.
I knew it. I knew it. White scrubs. It was the men in white coats, but I got them. I got them good.
You do feel some chest compressions happening, and you feel all of the medical things happening around you. But you are not able to comprehend or participate physically in the things that are happening. A few hours later, you feel this soft comfort from a clean bed. And the lights are dim, but there's still lights on. Hello, Bellamy.
I look towards the voice.
You see before you Mr. M.
Gods. I would like to attempt to sit up.
You can, but the restraints on your wrist do keep you from moving far.
That's what I thought. So I struggle up into a somewhat, I guess, perched up position and pull on my restraints and then look at him. You stay the fuck away from me.
He holds up his hand. Now, Bellamy, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you.
I don't want your help.
I understand. Would you like me to remove your restraints?
No, don't come near me.
Would you like me to have a nurse come in to remove your restraints? You are only restrained because you were physically harming yourself. If you can be calm, we are happy to give you the freedom that you deserve. Would you like me to get help for you? I am happy to leave the room.
Yes, I would like you to very much leave the room and send somebody to take this off.
Okay. I'll be right back. And he slips your clipboard into the tray at the end of your bed, and he walks out. He is dressed in light blue scrubs. you see in the corner 2 very sad eyes as Nighthawk won't make eye contact with you.
I don't know how you fooled me into thinking that you were the real Nighthawk, but I'll tell you, she never, ever, ever would have betrayed me like this. Ever.
A nurse walks in and he very calmly smiles at you and begins removing your restraints. Are you going to be okay?
Yes.
Would you like anything to eat or drink?
Do I feel hungry or thirsty? Because I'm not sure
Still-
how much time would have passed, but I mean, I drained my health.
You're quite hungry.
Okay.
You do have an IV, so you're not necessarily thirsty. You are
Okay.
being hydrated.
Food would be great. How long have I been here?
I believe you've been here 3 days.
3 Where am I? Have I had visitors? There's no way I've been gone for 3 days and none of my friends have come here.
He sets his hand very gently on top of yours. I understand that you're upset, and I am here to help you in any way that I can. We've not had any visitors. We have put out some information to local authorities. So
My friends are the local authorities. So I go back to, there's no way they haven't been here. They would not abandon me. And I flick my eyes over at Nighthawk.
okay. I will go and see if anyone else has checked in. I'm of course not always here. I'm very happy to go and see if maybe they've been here and I just didn't know. If you
Don't I get like a phone call or something? Like one phone call?
Of course, you're not under arrest. You are just here until you get better.
Well, I feel a lot better and I rip the IV out of my arm.
Okay. I'll be right back. Here's the call button. If you need anything, and he starts kind of backing away toward the door. My name is Nighthawk. Call me if you need anything.
No. Wait.
And he slips out the door.
I look back to the Nighthawk in the corner.
Nighthawk in the corner is looking real upset at what has just happened and is very upset that someone has said that they are Nighthawk. Miss B?
So you're not Nighthawk.
I'm Nighthawk.
Well then,
Who's that?
Nighthawk.
What? Why are we whispering?
Why hasn't Clara come?
I don't know. I tried to call the house and no one answered. I tried to call the police station and no one answered. And no one will let me out of here. I honestly thought that this was the best thing to do because you came here covered in blood. And you were talking nonsense the whole way that I was going to take you to the hospital. But then instead, you started saying nonsense things like, my own body turned into slugs all in front of me. What? What does that even mean? You're supposed to be the adult.
I am the adult.
Well, I
I feel like I've had to be the adult.
Well, you've adulted wrong because this is not where we should be.
Well, I'm a child.
And now they think I'm a crazy adult. And why they left a child in the room with a crazy adult,
You were restrained until just now.
but I'm not now, am I?
Oh.
Oh.
Nighthawk straight up shoots out the door.
I don't follow her. I just let her go. In fact, is the door open?
The door is not open.
How the hell did she get out the door?
She opened it.
Oh. Okay, well,
Are you asking if it's locked? Listen, we're gonna go real quick to D&D 101.
Okay.
There's a difference between a closed
Open.
door,
Yeah,
a locked
okay.
door, a trap door.
Take a 10.
Yeah. If I see her make it out the door, then I am gonna walk over to the door and slowly open it.
Are you getting out of the bed quickly or slowly?
Oh, probably quickly, because I'm probably scrambling towards it.
Okay. As you very quickly hop out of the bed, you feel that your ankles are restrained and you smash your head on the concrete floor. Clara, you stand beside. Sorry, that was the best. Thank you.
I blame Bellamy. Oh, but guys, but Nighthawk knew about the slugs. Oh, I'm so fucking crazy over here.
The real Nighthawk did.
It's
Yeah.
clearly not Nighthawk.
I know.
Clearly
Nighthawk.
not.
It's real Nighthawk, and you've led her to Mr. M.
But I can't do anything.
Lead me.
I didn't lead her. She led me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's exactly fair. Plus, I thought you were crazy. Oh,
You know what?
oh, how the tables have fucking turned.
Yeah,
I
maybe you'll
hate
believe
this.
me now that you've turned into slugs.
Wow. I hate everything. I'm gonna go wallow in my 3-day room of gloom.
Okay, can you remind me where we left off?
No, I'm going to set up a scene for you,
Okay,
actually.
thank you.
Todd is down in the cafeteria having a wonderful outdoorsmansy conversation with Sam, and they wheel Edward into his room. Dr. Mason stands in front of you. She looks very happy. He is going to be just fine. We did need to
Wow.
It's the worst. Sorry, guys. It's all this royal blood I've been drinking. Sorry. Dr. Mason walks up to you and she looks very pleased. I am very happy to report that we were able to control the swelling on Edward's brain. He will have quite a bit of discomfort, but he's going to be okay. We expect a full recovery. We're going to be waiting for him to wake up. He should be okay. It would be great if you are you going to stay here and
Yeah.
wait for him?
Can I see him?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
she steps aside and they wheel him into position, connecting IVs, and he is just sleeping. He'll come out of anesthesia in a short while. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask anyone on the nursing staff. I'm happy to give you a call, and I'll be checking back in on Edward from time to time.
Thank you. Can I stay with him so I'm here when he wakes up?
Of course, I'll have them bring in a cot for you.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
Of course. Of course. Anything I can do?
I mean, you've done so much. I just.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
You
And
too.
she extends her hand.
And I'll shake her hand.
She turns around and hops right out of the hospital room. And you hear the blood pressure cuff of Edward as it inflates and takes his blood pressure.
And are we in like the hospital room, not the waiting room?
That's correct.
Right. Okay. I'm going to take a seat beside him and sorry, I've got background noise. Like a plane or something.
Well, I can't sing the song that I want to because Mike said it'll get us all kicked off of the YouTubes.
Well, lame. Okay. I'm going to sit beside him and I'm just gonna keep watch over him and wait until he wakes up.
Okay. About 30 minutes goes by and suddenly you see him stirring.
Edward?
Mm.
You awake?
He starts smacking his mouth a little bit. His throat hurts. Very dry.
And water.
Yeah, I'll get you some water. Hold on. Is there any water in the room? Or...
Yeah, you can just pour him up a little thing from the pitcher.
Okay. I'll get a glass of water and kind of put it in his hands. Can you sit up? I can help you.
Yeah.
I'll kind of put both my hands behind his back and help him sit up and prop up a pillow.
Okay.
You okay?
Back down.
Okay. And I'll help him back down again.
Would you actually make sure you don't kill him?
God.
I just popped like 10 stitches from that movement.
No. I'm just trying to help.
As a faint memory, Dr. Mason's like, please make sure he doesn't move at all, Clara, if he wakes up.
It's up to you. I don't want investigative abilities.
I got points in flattery.
It's worthless.
Thanks for giving me those then.
Well, I mean, for this situation.
Okay.
God. Here we go. You know what? Just go for it. Go ahead. Go ahead. High or low?
Hi.
As you were helping arrange pillows and trying to get him back down, you move the pillows in such a way that you lose balance, but you don't want to like drop his head, of course. And so you just sort of fall with him and fall on top of him. So there you are, just laying like an inch between your noses.
I'm sorry.
I think I might need mouth to mouth.
Oh. And I'll kiss him.
Yay. That's where we end season 1.
The true arc was Clara and Edward.
The real lesson was the friends we kissed along the way. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful, sweet moment in this hospital recovery room that lasts as
So
long as you
romantic.
want it to last. I'll interfere none at all because I don't care to be involved in this foray into romance in a horror podcast.
When do I come in?
I was
Todd
waiting
just
for
rises
that.
up from the other side of the bed. He's been like crouching
Hello,
down.
friends.
with his popcorn.
Todd does eventually walk in, popcorn in hand. They were giving out free popcorn in the lobby. What do you know? Oprah has got this place down. It's real good. So he does walk in with popcorn and sees Edward and Clara exchanging a very lovely and tender moment. I have nothing else to say here.
Do I
I
hear
just-
him come in?
Stand there chewing for a moment, nod approvingly, and then back out of the room.
High or low, Clara?
Hi for not hearing Todd.
No, you don't hear Todd come in at all.
Okay.
Okay, but one quick question: is the foot up, or is it down?
You can't see. You're on the opposite side of the bed.
Lame.
I'm sorry.
I go around.
I will slide over a little bit so that Clara can lie down next to me.
Yeah, I'll kind of snuggle in.
I look at Clara and I'm still feeling incredibly exhausted and racked with pain. So, have you been waiting for me to wake up this entire time?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't split the party anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. You're fine. That's all that matters. I can't. I can't lose you, and you know, I'm not good with explaining emotions. You know me, but I've liked you for a long time, and the reason I could never tell you was because I was scared to lose you, as your friendship means so much to me. And then I almost lost you for real.
When I was in and out of consciousness, I dreamt, or I don't know, maybe I was just reliving our memories, but all I could think about was you. And I can't imagine doing any of this without you. I guess what I'm trying to say, Clara, is that I've loved you for a long time. And I don't want to lose you.
I love you too. And you're not gonna lose me. I'm not going anywhere.
Todd.
Yes.
That was perfect, guys. That was real good. I enjoyed it. So you're standing out in the hallway, and you hear a familiar sound of sneakers as they round the corner.
Oh, thank goodness it's you, Todd.
Hey.
Bellamy is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we know. Or at least we suspected. Where is she?
Okay, here's the thing. Come with me. I have a lot of explaining to do.
1 second. Hey, sorry to interrupt, guys. Clara, can I borrow you for a second?
Oh, hi, Todd.
Yeah, sorry. Glad to see you're awake, Edward.
Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna kind of look at Edward, like reluctant to get up, and then finally like roll off the bed and go over to Todd.
Hang on, I gotta go help a kid.
Suspense.
So
I
glad
can't
we
wait till
can-
one of you people decide you want to have a child. That'll be great. Nothing bad will happen there. JK,
Instead of
I would-
kittens, it'll be birds.
Never.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Thank you.
Think
I would love
birds
it
are
if
better than
Clara birthed a
slugs.
little egg. It's like, I'm just gonna poop out this egg.
I don't know what to do with this thing.
I don't even know how birds make eggs. It seems gross.
You know what? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a
But you
mommy
could just
bird
make it
and a
up. It's
daddy
your
bird.
world.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say they poop it out of their butts.
Uh, prepare your butt.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Just kidding. No one's having any weird births. Been there, done
Okay.
that.
Weird
Damn it.
growths. What?
No, births.
Bird
But-
babies.
Instead of
growths.
kittens, they're gonna have birds.
Weird growths are still 100% on the table.
Gross are fine, but bird babies, no.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Okay, so what happened? John barged in with some stupid issue.
You wanted to talk to Claire real quick, and I just came over.
Yeah, out of nowhere, you wanted to talk to Clara.
You're interrupted, but it's okay.
Sorry. Bellamy. Nighthawk knows about Bellamy.
Where is she?
Nighthawk.
Ah! Yes.
Where is she?
Huh?
Where's
Bellamy?
Bellamy?
Oh, I thought you guys might know because she left a note at the house.
What?
Just kidding, guys. She's in Arkham Asylum.
Where the hell is that?
Well, It's
What?
like on the other side of the island. She's totally lost to you guys. I think that she's going to be good to be helped, though, because I have it on very good authority that the guy in charge over there, super good psychiatrist, can help you out with all sorts of problems. That's why I took Bellamy there in the first place.
Where did you find Bellamy?
I don't know, digging herself out of a hole, and she was covered in blood and slime, talking about how she had recently turned into a bunch of slugs.
Well, she did.
Yeah, but I ate a lot of slugs, and it wasn't her,
Right.
so probably
But why-
not.
So why'd you take her to the asylum?
Because she was talking crazy stuff about also people being around her and chanting, and someone named Tess.
Yeah, there is someone named
That's
Tess.
the lab person at the police station.
Sometimes crazy stuff is real.
Haven't you run into her? She like
Oh.
creeps around there all the time.
I forgot about her. Yep, that's on me. That's on me. Anyways, Bellamy's not in a good way, and she doesn't think I'm really me. Don't know how that's happening. But in any event, there's someone at the place that I thought was a good place that I don't think is a good place anymore, because I am Nighthawk, right? And
Yeah.
then when they left, they said, yeah, well, just call me Nighthawk. What?
Wait.
I look at Clara. That's weird.
That,
I hate this.
okay, so weird. When I was down in the well with Edward,
We're doing well. Okay.
so
No
it's a
time for questions.
Long
Just-
story. Focus. When I was down there, we saw this crazy looking Mr. M, and he pulled. I probably shouldn't be telling you this because you're a kid and this is crazy, but he pulled other Nighthawks out of the wall.
Oh.
So, what if he is able to make other Nighthawks the way he made another Bellamy? Or somebody made another Bellamy. God, what if it was him? I mean, who else would it be? He's
An evil
Evil.
slug monster.
Do we think that Mr. M is a bad guy?
he's so bad. So bad.
I mean, he's not a good guy.
No, he's bad.
Well,
No,
Okay,
bad.
Okay.
change
We
of
don't know for
direction. Change
sure.
of direction.
Yes.
As it stands currently, then that would make me the bad guy because I delivered Bellamy into the hands of a bad guy. So pretty
Right.
much, it's
Wait.
now a heist, I guess, to get Bellamy, our treasured friend, out of the institution for which they normally help people.
No, because we have government power. And I look at Clara. Isn't she needed for an important questioning regarding some missing persons?
Absolutely. We will sign the official paperwork and get her out of there. But real quick, you said you delivered her to a bad person?
I mean, I assume because you
Mr. M?
said Mr. M. He's like the head guy at the place.
Of course he is.
Wait, he's a
Of course he is.
psychiatrist?
He's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my god, that's how he knows exactly what to say to make you feel good.
Yeah. He's...
Son of a bitch. Excuse
Oh,
my language.
That's okay. We need to get Bellamy out of there.
Yeah, heist is exactly what I'm saying.
It's a Bellamy heist.
A Bellamy heist with official government paperwork.
Well, I guess we're decided.
Ah!
All right, let's go.
No.
Are you okay?
Brain swelling. Nope.
I start to push myself off the bed.
I run
Um,
over like I'm gonna catch you.
I'll be okay.
You were just dead. Like, not that long ago.
Oh, like, why don't we wait though? Maybe because your head looks enormous with all of your bandages.
It kind of does.
But Bellamy needs
Yeah,
us.
we're gonna do a Bellamy heist, but you need to heal up. Which kind of sounds
Alright.
like I'm suggesting we split the party, which is exactly what I said we shouldn't do.
But Edward's safe.
I'll stay with
Yeah.
him.
Yes! That is a good plan, actually, because I don't want you going near Mr. M.
Okay.
No, we're not
Oh.
splitting the party again.
Hey, Nighthawk. Just, can I see your hand for a second?
High five?
No. I pat
Low
my
five.
hand for her to put her hand in mine.
Ugh.
It's not like palm up. It's not weird.
Oh, you need my marker.
And I pull out a Sharpie.
Oh, you have a marker, of course. You're always prepared.
So, what?
Just look. See my hand right here? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Give me yours.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
And I
the
mark
mark on me.
her hand as well.
Mark of the beast. I love it.
And you need the secret password.
Okay, what is it?
Well,
What?
because she's a different person, it should be a different password for her.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
'Cause
not part of
otherwise, we
Cthulhu.
compromise the details of the first one.
Oh my gosh. Well
You
done,
should run
Todd.
for mayor one day. You're so smart.
Who says I'm not?
Well, pretty much everyone is. Oprah downstairs is.
I mean,
Pretty
but
sure.
Oh my
Oprah's
gosh.
awesome. I'm not saying Todd's not awesome. That came out wrong.
Anyways, there was talk of a secret password before we go on a heist. I would love to know what's happening.
A murder.
What?
A murder.
Oh,
That's a group of crows, right?
crows.
A murder.
And that's what we're going to call it.
Nice.
Obviously, this episode is titled A Murder.
Yes.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah. That was extremely good, and I
Well
enjoyed
done.
it. Congratulations to Todd. That was wonderful. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Did you guys have a good time?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so glad I'm alive.
Oh my god, me too.
Barely.
I feel like his
Awesome.
near-death experience kind of went to his head.
Ah.
Get the hell out.
Okay.
Uh.
Well, guys, pretty soon it's going to be exciting because you're going to finish one goddamn mystery and restore some of your health points
Oh my
and
god.
get your points back. I can't wait for that day. I want to see you succeed.
Oh, because we were missing Bellamy, so when we find her, we'll have solved it.
Ah.
Yay. And I can get some stability.
Because I need it.
I need it so bad.
Does it repair our relationships?
Your relationships are in bad shape, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
don't know
are.
Mostly
why
just yours,
you wouldn't.
Bellamy. Actually, everyone else except for your relationships are spot on.
Well,
Better than
yeah.
before, even.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
I fixed. I'm like, we made a relationship. Does that like?
That was Slugamy saying those things. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I was talking Clara and Edward.
No, I meant Bellamy and Clara.
Oh,
Okay, guys,
You know.
it was great to play. I guess let's go and take a knee for the patrons.
yeah.
bye, stream.
Are we stopping recording?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're starting a new recording. File.
All right. Bye, stream.
Save project.